All right, welcome to a strategic masterclass designed for business architects. Today, we are getting our hands dirty. We're building the definitive blueprint that finally bridges that nagging gap between your digital engagement and your physical fulfillment. It's time to turn your manual, stressful process into a scalable, automated asset. Let's dive in.
You know, this quote right here, it cuts right to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? So many successful founders get trapped. They end up becoming the single busiest, most overworked employee in their own company. The goal here is to stop being a worker in the business and start being an architect of the business.
And that chasm, that trap, we call it the operations gap. It's that incredibly painful moment when your marketing is working so well that your back-end logistics, the whole fulfillment side, just starts to buckle under the pressure. This is the single biggest threat to a scaling business, and today we're going to design the system that closes that gap for good.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with the framework to solve this gap. We call it the Freedom Machine. Then, we're going to break down its two essential pillars, the revenue engine and the logistics nerve center. And then, the exciting part, we'll fuse them together with an automated workflow and hand you the actual blueprints to get started.
So, what exactly is this Freedom Machine? Well, think of it as a strategic framework. It's what we use to build genuine, true business scalability. It's all about creating automated pipelines that run with, honestly, robotic efficiency, which frees you up to focus on growth, not just putting out fires.
This slide really simplifies the whole architecture. See, a true Freedom Machine needs you to master two totally separate pipelines. First, you've got the information pipeline. That's where you sell and scale your expertise, your digital products. Then you've got the matter pipeline. That's how you move physical stuff. Real sustainable scale only happens when both of these are automated and perfectly in sync.
Okay, let's start building this thing with our first pillar, the revenue engine. This is all about that information pipeline. And for this, our focus is squarely on ClickMeeting. It's a platform that's been specifically architected to automate and scale the sale of your expertise, letting you replace those time-consuming manual sales calls with powerful, automated systems.
Now, the first professional requirement for any modern platform like this is what we call the zero install standard. ClickMeeting is built on a browser-based architecture. And look, this isn't just a techie detail, it's a massive strategic advantage. It completely eliminates the #1 reason people drop off, having to install software. This means anyone on any device can join your sessions without a single hiccup.
And that brings us to an expert optimization tip. If you want to deliver a truly professional broadcast quality experience, you have to meet the system standards for HD stability. For example, if you look at the numbers here, just to jump from standard def to high def video, you need to more than double your bandwidth. This isn't a limitation of the platform, it's the professional benchmark you have to hit to guarantee a flawless, high-value presentation.
Here's another pro tip for you. This one's all about operational excellence. While ClickMeeting works on a bunch of browsers, the professional standard, the way you guarantee that perfect HD video and almost zero lag, is to use a Chromium-based browser like Chrome or Edge. Why? Simple. They just have the most advanced and stable integration with the underlying tech, which makes sure your broadcast is rock solid.
And this is where the rubber meets the road, right? This is where you see the ROI. With that stable foundation, you can run a whole range of high-value business applications. You can build out entire e-learning programs, run live product demos that actually convert, host secure consultations for high-ticket clients, and even scale up to massive online events. But the real game changer? Paid webinars and automated courses that are literally making you money while you sleep. Okay, our revenue engine is humming. Let's build the second pillar, the logistics nerve center. This is the command dashboard for your Matter pipeline. Our tool of choice here is ShipStation. This is where we take all those digital promises we made in ClickMeeting and turn them into physical reality, delivered right to someone's door.
The first, most immediate thing you're going to feel is the impact on your bottom line. I mean, look at these numbers. By plugging into ShipStation, you get instant access to enterprise-level shipping discounts. And we're not talking about a few percentage points here and there. We're talking up to 88% off USPS, 83% off UPS. That's not a small saving. That's a fundamental change to your entire cost structure.
But saving money is just the start. The real power here is in efficiency. With ShipStation's automation engine, you can generate up to 15 times more shipping labels per hour. How? By getting rid of the two biggest bottlenecks in fulfillment, doing the same boring tasks over and over, and, of course, human error.
And this really shows you the professional path for scaling up. As your business gets bigger and more complex, ShipStation is built to grow right there with you. See, the higher tiers aren't just about shipping more boxes. They're about unlocking strategic tools you need for that complexity. Things like unlimited automation rules, multi-user support for your growing team, and the API access you need for deep custom integration.
Okay, this is probably a good moment to pause and just mention that the tools to actually build this are ready for you. I've put what I call the strategic implementation links down in the description. You can use them to get the ClickMeeting 30-day trial and lock in those exclusive ShipStation carrier rates we just talked about. These are the building blocks you're going to need to start architecting this yourself.
All right, we've built our 2 pillars. Now for the most critical part, the synergy. This is where we connect the information and matter pipelines. This is how we create that seamless, hands-off, automated workflow that basically runs the business for you.
So let's just walk through how this Freedom Machine works step by step. 1. A customer buys something through a ClickMeeting paid webinar. 2. That action triggers a new registrant event, which gets fired off to a tool like Zapier. Think of Zapier as the universal translator between these 2 systems. 3. Zapier catches that signal and instantly creates a new order inside ShipStation. 4. ShipStation's automation rules just take over. They pick the carrier, print the label, and 5. The product ships. A digital click has just triggered a physical fulfillment with 0 human touch. That's the magic.
Okay, so you get the mechanics. Now let's move from theory to actual application. I'm going to give you 3 high ROI strategic blueprints that you could literally go and activate today using this exact system.
First up, the tactile lead magnet. Imagine this. Instead of offering another boring PDF, you offer a physical product sample to everyone who signs up for your webinar. The system we built automatically ships that sample so it arrives before the live event. This cuts right through all the digital noise. It creates a real, memorable connection with your brand and will dramatically boost your attendance and your conversion rates.
Second blueprint, automated certification delivery. Say you sell an online course through ClickMeeting. The moment a student finishes it, you can automatically trigger ShipStation to ship them a high-quality, professionally printed certificate and any other physical course materials. This adds a huge, tangible sense of achievement, and it massively boosts the perceived value and professionalism of your online course. And our final blueprint is all about post-purchase engagement. After a customer buys a complex product from you, ShipStation's data can trigger an automatic invite to an exclusive new user onboarding webinar on ClickMeeting. This proactive support system slashes all those how-to questions your support team gets, it makes for a way better customer experience, and it builds serious long-term loyalty. So, we've covered the problem, the framework, the 2 pillars, and the blueprints. We're now at the final stage, architecting your own Freedom Machine. This is all about taking that first crucial step away from being just a worker in your business and becoming its architect.
And that brings us to the key takeaway. Those links I put in the description, they are way more than just a free trial or a discount. They are the first executable step in your new strategic blueprint. They are the tools you need to start architecting this exact integrated infrastructure for yourself, starting right now, today.
You now have the complete blueprint. You can diagnose and permanently close the operations gap in any business that sells both knowledge and physical products. You understand the architecture, you get the workflow, and you've seen the high-leverage ways to apply it. So the only question left is, what are you going to build?